everybody, Simistic this year again to talk to you about what I bought and what I watched today. And today, headed out to one of my local pawn shops. They were having a sale on all their media. It was buy two, get one free. Picked up 3 DVDs for a total of $6. So let's take a look at what I got. The first title I picked up was Small Time Crooks. Getting this one simply to replace my VHS copy. I have watched this movie. It's great. A fantastic Woody Allen movie. If you enjoy Woody Allen movies, this is definitely one to get, so I'm very excited to have this one on DVD now. The next title I picked up was White Noise, a movie that for years I've been eyeing up, constantly thinking about picking this one up, and I just never do. I remember when I saw the trailers for it, I thought, you know, maybe it looked okay, wasn't quite sure. Never went to see it in theaters, never rented it. I've seen this playing on TV a couple times, never bothered to watch it, so for whatever reason, just never bothered to check this movie out. But like I said, I have thought about buying it a few times, so tonight, figured I would definitely pick this one up. It's in pristine condition. I mean, everything on this looks just fantastic. The disc was great. I'm pretty sure this is a title that somebody watched once and then traded into the pawn shop. Never watched probably a second time, so very excited to get this. I'm really looking forward to checking it out because, like I said, I've wanted to see it for a while now. And the last title I picked up was White Noise 2. As I've said many times, I am a completist, always have to own the prequels or the sequels, even if they are bad. I have no idea if this is bad or not, but still, always have to own either the prequels or the sequels. So since I picked up White Noise, figured I definitely gotta get White Noise 2. And this here was actually brand new, never opened, very cool to get this, basically for free. So looking forward to checking the first one out, and if it's any good, looking forward to checking the second one out. So that's it for what I bought today, so now it's what I watched. And today, I finally checked out The Complete Metropolis. Definitely something I've been wanting to watch ever since I first picked this up. Now, I have seen the movie Metropolis before. I do own it in a Mill Creek budget release, but it's a shoddy print. It's a very shoddy cut of the movie. And the history of this movie basically goes, when the movie was first released, it was immediately cut after its first viewing. And since then, it's been cut multiple times before. I think different countries cut it different ways. And this movie's had issues with it just getting the hell cut out of it. So a complete copy of this movie was pretty much thought to forever be lost. Well, a few years back, they actually found an almost complete cut of the movie, which does make this title very misleading, because as it says, The Complete Metropolis, this technically is not a complete cut of the movie. It is an almost complete cut of the movie. It has pretty much, I think, like 95% of the movie in here. It's only missing a few scenes here and there, which, well, we'll get to that in a minute of how they show those scenes. But it's not actually a 100% complete cut of the movie, so definitely a bit of a misleading title. They should have called it, you know, The Almost Complete Metropolis or something like that. But it was great to see all this footage that I've never seen before. Because like I said, I have seen the movie a couple of times actually, but it's always like the same, you know, crappy cut over and over and over again. But this puts, as it says, with 25 minutes of restored footage. So it puts all this new footage in. And it's interesting the way they do it, because the footage they found was beaten to hell. Apparently it was really, really bad footage, so they fixed it up as best they could. But it's still, it's all scratched, and it's really rough looking. But the footage that, you know, you always see in other releases and stuff like that, they took a, you know, ton of time restoring this. It looks fantastic. I'm watching a movie, a silent movie from a German silent movie from 1927, and it's looking like it was shot yesterday. It is beautiful. I was really taken back by how good the picture quality is for a 1927 movie. I mean, it's not, you know, it's not crystal clear. It's not like it was shot in HD or anything like that, but for a 1927 movie, it looks amazing. I was really taken back by that. All the footage that they put back in, that 25 minutes extra footage, they fixed up as best they could, but it, you know, it'll go from looking really, really good to a new, to some of that footage they found, and it's really scratchy and grainy, which, you know, it's okay. I didn't mind. It didn't take away from the movie. I was okay by that. I liked actually seeing that footage. It was neat to see the footage that I have never seen before in a cut of Metropolis. Now, there were a few scenes that they still have not found yet, and with the new scenes that they did find put back in, it sort of makes some things confusing if they didn't put anything in. So what they do now is, I think this only happens like 2 or 3 times. It doesn't happen very often, but the movie will be playing, and all of a sudden, it'll go to a black screen with some words on it, and it'll say, you know, so-and-so has walked into, you know, yada, 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 and this happened, that happened, that happened. And then it goes back into the next scene, which the little dialogue, or not necessarily dialogue, but the words that they put up on the screen for you to read that explains what's going to happen next, because like I said, had they just played the movie, it would have gone from somebody walking into a house to somebody, you know, running away from something. You know what I mean? It wouldn't make any sense. So they at least explain to you what scene is missing and what has happened, so you know why what is coming next is happening. So I like that they did that. Kino usually takes very good care of the movies. They usually put a lot of time and effort into restoring the movies, and this is no exception. They did a fantastic job restoring this movie. If you're a fan of this film, I would definitely recommend picking this up, or, you know, even, I'm sure the DVD looks great too. I believe this was released on DVD as well. I'm sure the DVD looks, you know, more or less just as good. In fact, I'd be willing to bet there's not much of a difference between the DVD and the Blu-ray as far as quality goes. Again, it is a 1927 movie, so I'm sure there's only so much they can do upgrading it to Blu-ray. So my guess would be, whether you pick this up on DVD or Blu-ray, it's going to look pretty similar for the most part. I mean, yeah, I'm sure the Blu-ray would be a little bit better, but I would say whether or not you pick it up on DVD or Blu-ray probably doesn't make a huge difference. So just pick it up in general. Again, if you're a fan of Metropolis, you won't be sorry. They did a fantastic job just restoring this movie. It looks great. Now, if you haven't seen Metropolis, I highly recommend checking it out. Whether you pick this up or even watch, I mean, yeah, I would recommend this copy because it looks fantastic and it's, you know, an almost complete cut of the movie. But even if you do watch a more, like one of those Mill Creek budget releases of the movie, it is still worth checking out, because it's a fantastic movie. It's just a lot of fun. It's great German expressionism. You know, it is a silent movie, so if you don't like silent movies, well, you're not going to like this one, I guess. But very well done. It's just such a great story about, you know, there's this great big metropolis and a city underground of workers, and, you know, the big businessman versus kind of the workers, and there's this girl, Maria, and she's kind of starting this uprising, and it's a really, really good movie. Downfalls of the movie, I was always kind of bugged with the ends where the workers destroy the machines. They destroy the heart machine. And they're basically being led on by a fake Maria, because, I don't know, I would say spoiler alert, but I guess not really. They make a fake Maria. So they're led to believe that Maria is starting this uprising, and she's like, okay, now we're going to go fight. And she's always promoting peace. She wants to start the kind of this uprising, but like in a peaceful sort of way. But now she's like, no, we're going to go kick some ass, basically. And everybody's like, yeah, let's go get them. And they destroy this heart machine. Even though they do that, they're well aware that they're going to flood this town. And they flood the town. And they think they've killed all their children. And they freak out. And they're like, oh, it's Maria's fault. Let's go burn the witch. That always bugged me, because I'm like, well, you knew it was going to happen. Or, you know, even if they didn't know, the guy in control of the heart machine, he said something before. He's like, you know, don't destroy this machine. It'll flood the city. You're all going to die. And they do it anyway. And I was just thinking, well, why are they getting so pissy that they almost killed their children? Yeah, why are they getting so pissy? They almost killed their children. It was them who did it. And, you know, it wasn't like Maria forced them to do it. No, she just was leading the uprising, and you idiots went and, you know, almost drowned all your children. That always bugged me. And it always also bugged me that they create this thing called the Machine Man, which is basically going to take over and, you know, do all the work of the workers down below, and it's a woman. So I wonder why they called the Machine Man, or why they call this robot the Machine Man, when it looked like a woman. It was never, you know, in the shape of a man, and then they did what they had to do to make it look like Maria. No, it was always in the shape of a woman, yet called the Machine Man. So I always wondered about that, but, you know, that's just nitpicking, because it is such a damn good movie. I've always sort of had a crush on Maria, too. Yeah, Jesus, I honestly forget her name, and I feel really bad. I feel really bad forgetting her name. I should really, Bridget, there you go. I guess it's Bridget Hellam. Bridget Hellam. I guess that's her name. I've always had a bit of a crush on her. Just something about her since I saw the first movie. I actually have a crush on her more as when she's playing the Machine Man, when she's playing kind of the Robo, basically the Robo Maria, where they make the fake Maria. You know, she just kind of acts crazy, and she makes all these great expressions. I love the way she's acting. I love that dance she does. I've always had a bit of a crush on her, which is, I guess, always kind of weird, especially since I have more of a crush on her like doppelganger robot form than I do just her, but still. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. It's a great, great, great movie, one of the best. I mean, I would say, as far as, you know, 1920s German expressionism goes, movies like this and like Nosferatu, you know, Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, you know, they're some of the best. This one is definitely, you know, in the top 5 all-time best, you know, 1920s German expressionistic films. So highly recommend checking this out. And like I said, I would highly recommend picking this Kino release up, because even though it's technically not the complete version of the movie, it's only the almost complete version of the movie, it's probably the best we will ever get. Maybe we'll get lucky and someday down the line they'll find more footage, but I'm going to pretty much assume this is probably the best and the most complete copy we will ever see. And like I said, it was restored beautifully, so definitely pick this up. And like I said, if you haven't seen the movie, definitely check it out. So that's it for what I bought and what I watched today. Definitely excited about the 3 titles I picked up at my local pawn shop. Got some great stuff there. And also finally sitting down and watching the Complete Metropolis. It was great. I mean, like I said, I already know the movie is fantastic. And the extra 25 minutes of added scenes was great. It really helped fill the story in. It was fantastic. Once again, like I said, it is a 2.5-hour silent movie, so if you don't like silent movies or you have a hard time with them, maybe this cut's not going to be for you, because it is pretty long. But I loved it. I thought it was great. Like I said, if you've seen the movie and you like it, this is definitely something to check out. It's a fantastic cut, and the fact that, you know, it was just restored just amazingly. It is beautifully restored, so for that, I would highly recommend checking it out. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned to see what I bought when I watch tomorrow. See ya. Hey guys, one quick thing before I go. I just want to give you a heads up and let you know about this weekend. I will actually be going away this weekend. Headed up to Penn State just for a little mini vacation. My friend's a DJ. He's DJing up there all weekend. So getting away this weekend, will not be around. So there will not be a bought and watch video tomorrow or on Sunday, unfortunately. However, I will not be leaving you guys hanging. I have 2 excellent videos to post for you guys. The first one I'll be posting tomorrow, Saturday morning, and that is what you guys have been asking me for months now. That is a new library tour of the new library. Yes, that is finally coming tomorrow morning. I will be posting that for you guys to watch, so you can finally see the new tour and see the whole setup and how everything looks. Very excited to get that posted. I know you guys are excited too, because you just keep asking me for it, and I'm finally delivering. And the second video, which will be posted on Sunday, I'm not sure when I'll be posting that. Depending on when I get home will be depending on when I post it. But that'll be a new Let's Go Shopping video. A lot of you guys keep asking me for Let's Go Shopping videos as well. Well, I got a new one for you, so I'll be posting that on Sunday. So like I said, 2 great videos coming for you this weekend, but unfortunately there will not be a bought and watch video. Other thing is, if you guys, any of you guys out there live around Penn State, you know, around Happy Valley, Pennsylvania, let me know. Send me a personal message or an email or something like that. Let me know if you're around there. I'll let you know what club I'm going to be at. I have no idea where my friend's DJing or how that's going to work. I don't know what time it is or anything like that. But let me know if you're in the area. I'll let you know where I'll be. And if you want to come out to the club and say hello, meet me, you can do that. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all when I get back. Bye. I'm sure the DVD looks, you know, more or less just as good. In fact, I'd be willing to bet that there isn't a huge difference between the DVD and the... You gotta be fucking kidding me. Just to get this almost complete and very well restored copy of Metropolis. And if you haven't seen Oh my god, are you kidding me?